Good afternoon, future entrepreneurs and future scientists, future foresters. So, before we go into the subject of population processing, so I don't know how many of you are familiar with medicinal plants and how many of you are medicinal with the value-added products of medicinal plants, extracts of medicinal plants, industrial usage of medicinal plants. So I just want to see. Please raise your hand. How many of you know that? Camera. Very few. Okay. That's good. So, see, in the, whether it's a blend disguise or what, 2020, we all woke up to the reality of the world when we know the importance of medicinal plants. Because everybody was looking for an alternate source to come out of the COVID. So, if you happen to see, there is a WHO paper, the usage of medicinal plants before COVID and after COVID has gone by 180%. So there is huge demand. And even today, though I am representing Dabur and for the last 35 years I am working in this field, there is hardly 20% of the medicinal plants are cultivated. Still 80% comes from the wild. So, and it is not far away. Just couple of years, say maybe 2 decades or a decade from now, you won't get any of these. Because it is getting depleted totally. So the only way is our interventions. So this is introduction. I'll start the presentation. So you all know that you are all entrepreneurs and want to establish. I can use this one. So long experience. I joined Dabur 30 years back, and earlier I was in Lupin Laboratories, pharmaceutical company. So I am basically a biotechnologist, PhD in plant biotechnology from Baroda University. So the such story of ours, I don't know how much time I have, so I can skip or I can do
1.5 hours, I think.
Okay. So
more than 45 minutes.
Okay. So we will have more on discussion part, then that will be more useful. So this is all historical background where we started, and though we started in 1993, we have 2 big greenhouse facilities and nurseries, probably the biggest in the world as far as the greenhouses are concerned, because general greenhouses are meant for ornamental and horticultural plants. Whereas Dabur has a greenhouse in Kathmandu in Nepal. The other one is in Pantnagar in Uttarakhand. So both are state of art, and we produce millions of medicinal saplings, and we distribute all over the world, from Leh Ladakh to Kanyakumari, and including entire Nepal. So the our mechanism is a full robust mechanism. We give them the saplings, we give them the package of practices, we give them buyback. So we also give them the holding of harvesting, post-harvesting practices. So all these are the main thing. You need to look into availability in the wild, endangeredness of the plant, regulatory needs and commercial availability. These are the 4 fundamental phenomena for any entrepreneur to go. Why should we go? Because if it is a locally available, it is widely available. For example, you take amla. If everybody grows one amla, there is limited usage. No? That is a glut again. Typical example is Safed Musli. When Safed Muslim demand, everybody has grown. Then there are no price. So it all depends on requirement. Processing of virus interventions is typically is like this. First, you need to identify the niche area and the allied germplasm. For example, Coot, costus, Sasuria costus, is a native of Jammu and Kashmir. Unfortunately, it is not there now. But if you identify the pockets of the Coot here, and then try to multiply, and then domesticate it, that is the best scenario. So we have four columns: agronomy, pharmacopoeia, molecular and QPM fraction. See, for any cultivation, you can simultaneously use the word agronomy also, nothing but those both are the same. So you need to have a nursery. It doesn't need a state-of-art nursery, but protected nursery. And then you should have agro-technology, that is the package of practices, agro practices. And then you should have a very good extension network, which followed by field service and post-harvesting and post-harvesting, both are there. It is very important, even though you grow, if you don't have, for example, I'll give you Shatavari. You know, Asparagus decimosus. So, if you don't know how to boil it and peel and process it and harvest and post-harvest it will be a waste material. Nobody will buy. So, that is the most important than even growing the plant. So, these are the historical things. We started in Nepal in 1998 and then we have spread all over there. These are all the plants which we have domesticated. One of the best example is Pipali, Piper longa, which is imported from Indonesia even today. But we have domesticated in the south, place in West Godavari. It grows. That is small. That's a different. This is a climber. It's a vine. This grows on oil palm, and this the Pipali grows on the oil palm and becomes a double income for the palm. So we have state-of-art laboratories in our Shiva biochemistry lab, and we have a biotechnology lab, tissue culture, DNA fingerprinting. We have more than 93 species specialized in tissue culture protocols. These are all our labs in Delhi. So many plants we have done, Jetamansi. This is again high altitude medicinal plant.
Which Jetamansi is this?
Not Jetamansi. This is another plant. It is probably, it should be there in the northwest Himalayas. It is there in eastern Himalayas. Xanthosellum elatum. I think it should be there here also. So that
It's in Jammu region. It's in Chenab Valley.
in Java.
Yes.
And the fruits of it contain the dog. Many of you must have used dog red toothpaste. The main ingredient for the spiciness comes from this fruit. Sugandhvala, valerian, elachi. It is also high altitude plant. Must be available here. We have a database developed for medicinal plants. We are doing even dendrographs, the relatedness. We even analyze the picroside content in Picrorhiza picroside content in DNA fingerprinting. We have isolated compounds from like Xanthosellum, the one which gives the stinginess of the extract. So this is our Kathmandu. Banepa is a suburb of Kathmandu. It's a beautiful valley there. So these are our state-of-art greenhouses. You know, this is the most endangered plant. You only see a couple of them. Swarshach Raita. We grow Swarshach Raita in millions, and we have become self-sufficient in the world. We produce more than 25 dry metric tons of dry. That is equal to 250 tons of fresh. This is in our Uttaranchal, Pantinagar, just 5 hours drive from Delhi. This is in 16-acre land, total computer control. So these are all our nurseries inside. We do a lot of experiments, even hydroponics we are doing there. This is our herba garden in our Delhi facility. Lot of data is there, so I'm just skipping it. So when it comes to, I'm talking about Ayurvedic usage of medicinal plant. We can go for a wider kind of context. There are, NMPB has identified, you know, I hope all of you know about NMPB, National Medicinal Plant Board. Okay, they have identified 800 medicinal plants are used in trade. But industry-wise, maximum size is 250. So this is the split. 66 species are commodities, like pipali or any of the spices. Then wild botanicals. Wild botanicals include all kind of tree species, harad, bahera, amla, all these items. Of which high volumes are only 30. High volume means 1 ton and above. And then low volume below 1 ton. Farm cultivation is happening in our program in 30 now it has gone up to 40. Forest cultivation is 53. So we have all over India presence. In Jammu and Kashmir we are in Leh Ladakh. In Leh Ladakh we have project DRDO, the DIPSA, Dr. Chaurasia. So there we are doing the Pushkar Moon and Arnibia and other things. Though it, unfortunately due to COVID it got affected, but again we are reviving it. So all over the states. Maximum concentration of alkaline plants are in Uttarakhand and Himachal Pradesh. These are species wise you can see. You have pointer? Pointer wasn't
The previous slide, some Jammu slide was a success story of
No, next one. Yeah, this is basically the Leh Ladakh.
what is cultivating?
He is cultivating Pushkarmul, Atish, Tumur, Ratanjot. Anubia, Ranthaman.
So, but there is a Euchroma.
You can both see, it both synonymous, both are used. But Euchroma is more available
Yeah, in Ladakh.
in the trade. We have signed MOU with the DRD. We have conducted several workshops over there.
With Pragaya also.
Pragya.
With Pragya.
Now with Pragya, we are with lead, Dr. Dean.
Contact us also. We are providing your plants like
Dr. Dean, even that project is governed. So, state-wise, if you go, in Gujarat, we are doing it in the Kutch area, the Google, Kamipura, where we get the extract of Google. We are going in 300 acres almost there. So this is a eco-friendly way of collecting the gum. Otherwise, they kill. There we are teaching them how to extract Google without hurting the plant. If you give a small incision, it will give small amount, but plant will survive. Whereas if you give a big incision, you will get more Google, but it will die. So Rajasthan, we have Meotis and Pushpi, Agniman, including the psyllium husk. Psyllium husk always the biggest supplier and buyer. We do even beekeeping, lot of beekeeping. You know, Dabur honey is number one. So we do a lot of beekeeping also. This is in Arunachal Pradesh where we are Timur and bark tree species. We go to the point of collection and teach them. Manipur, we have signed with the forest department itself, and it all started there. This is the pipli actually. Pipli and Nag Kesar. Nag Kesar is Mesua perua. It is it's a flower in the northeastern part of it. It goes into the many of the Ayurvedic preparations. This is the one which you are talking is shrub, small.
Musafera is a tree.
Musafera is tree.
Tree is the highest wood of the world.
Actually, it's the national flower of Sri Lanka. So we have given a lot of plants there and growing under the forest department. See how we work. Actually, we under our CSR program, we have more than 20 NGOs all over India. So we fund them for all our extension activities. So they grow the plant and they have FPO, Farm Produce Organization. So that FPO will supply to the factory because NGO cannot supply as a non-profit organization. So we encourage them to make a FPO because all of you are entrepreneurs. If you want to make a business, first you need to establish an FPO and then apply to any of the factories. So this site in this is in Tejpur, our factory is also there. So there we are growing the small tree. West Bengal also. Himachal Pradesh, the Ratanjot, this we are doing in Spiti Valley. Spiti Valley is a dry desert area. Yucoma. So this is Pushkar. This is the NDG. Sir, I would request you people to take up this. Punch, if it is available, it should go here also. It's plenty of scope. You know, it's so
It's a big tree.
It's a big tree, but the gall formation. Yeah, we have done a project. We still doing with the project with FRA.
Okay.
We have funded a huge project with
I had grown it here.
FRA.
Is it? Shalimar Latin.
Sure. We in FRA did this entomology department.
Okay.
So that's we have given a big still going on. So we are identifying the nematode which is causing this, and we are trying to do a sericulture model on the on the small plants. But it is still the beginning stage. If it works, it's a wonderful thing because this is a huge demand. You know, some 10 years back, it was around 200, 300 rupees a kg. Now it has touched up to 2,000 rupees a kg. Gal.
Is there any other plant
And
from Jumati which is in demand right now? Particularly as far as Dabur's
Karkaringi, Koot,
coat is there.
Jatamansi,
Which corpus?
Kakat Singh. What?
Koot is costless.
Because there is a change in first policy of Jammu and Kashmir now.
No, in the Wildlife Act, amended Wildlife Act, Koot is out of Wildlife Act.
Yes.
It is there.
No, sir, it is removed now.
Oh.
I'm a member.
No, here they have put it in the Biodiversity Act for Jammu and Kashmir. They have issued a list of some 30 species.
In the recent bill which passed,
Yes.
Wildlife Act, it is removed.
In Wildlife Act it has been removed.
But we are cultivating it here.
We are cultivating this.
We have about 1,000 plants.
No, you come to Himachal, which you have acres.
We are encouraging farmers.
Absolutely.
Why not to cultivate it?
So, there is, see, anything you take up condition, first you should identify the end user.
Exactly. That's what my concern is.
End user identify, first you do reverse engineering. First you identify them, what are the needs there for them, and is it in the economic range of the buyer, first of all. That is the most crucial thing. If you grow, and if it is 10 times
buyer,
what,
yes.
see, because why a trader will come? Because in Kariboli, if you phone, he will go and supply to you. So he doesn't need to come to Kashmir.
Yes, they take from us also.
Yeah. So that is the reason we should always do reverse. What is the need for the end user? Is it economical? That is what. They are connected. Oh, sorry.
Grow all look at himself.
This is again teamwork. Idiom speaker. You can grow even in here, mid hills. Idiom speaker. This is a very big demand here in Ayurvedic medicine. It's called Kapoor Kachari. This also we can be taken. We have done a lot of work on this. These are different farm success story getting associated with us. Many of the districts in Uttar Pradesh, Gorakhpur area, they're all traditionally sugarcane growers. And sugarcane has reached a glut. So they don't know what to do. In those fields, we started Krishnapalli and Maspalli. Area picked up. So this has given the very good economic yields. And also we do intercropping between the trees. So you see, medicinal plants, many of the medicinal plants are low value. You can't have agricultural land or a fertile land. You should always look for a loose land, unviable lands, shallow lands,
Cultural waste.
funds kind of a thing, where you can grow them and substantiate the main income. That is what. This is in Gorakhpur, Kushinagar, Jharkhand also. Bihar, we are doing a lot of beekeeping activities, a world background. In Madhya Pradesh, we have, this is in Moren again, Guglu. We have our own 300 acres plot in Katni in Madhya Pradesh, where we are doing sandalwood in 300 acres. It's growing very well. I think even in the hills and the lower part of Jammu, you can always grow sandalwood. It's a very high income. See, in the 5 years, we are getting more, almost 102 guts. These are all. Again, in Chhattisgarh is a treasure trove of medicine plants. The highest medicine plants you find in India is in Chhattisgarh and Orissa. So we have a big program over there. Most of them we are doing is the forestries. See, I don't know how many of you know, there is a product called Bhavat Panchamola. Means there are 5 tree species which grow into the Ayurvedic foundation called Ashokarista. Ashokarista is a women's health tonic. Ashokarista, the main part of it goes into the roots of this. Traditionally, what they said is you need to use the root bark of this. So obviously, as foresters, you know, if you take out the root bark, the plants will die. So we have made a big project. It's a huge project with NMPB all over India. That was the technical partner. So we have developed a technique called SDSP, high density short term plantation. So if you grow these tree species nursery in close by area, it is the survival of the fittest. So the root grows faster and thicker. See, the thicker root, we collect it and we have analyzed, compared with the older root part. It has got all the secondary products. And we have done even up to efficacy studies, animal studies, all kind of things. And it is been approved by even NLBP now. So this is the only ecologically sustainable way of making these products through the agronomic model. The pardon, stereospore, pardon, surveillance. Whale is bilwa, agarmo. These are all we have done, and we do even ANR, assisted natural regeneration. In the, we have signed up with 8 forest departments in the country. Mainly we are doing in the Odisha. Our Odisha model is the most successful model. I even teach them in FRA. I invited FRA many times for foresters. So this has become a case study. How industry and a forest department and a development agency in a triad, we can work together. The Odisha initiative we can work. So we have outcomes, we have done all these plans. ANR we have done with the Shatavari, Kalimusli, Salpani, Anankamul, Nishore. In the tree species we have done with Sonak, Bilwa, Lodra, and collecting we have done all this Harad, Beda, and the triple items mainly we have been focused in that part. So this is how we work there. Now coming to the harvesting and post-harvest. This is the most important thing, as because the wild plants, Harad, Bahira is more of wild in nature. So how to give them? First you need to do sorting of productivity. And then grading. You have to grading, package, perfectly dried metal you have to use. And you should use only the gunny bags, not the plastic oven, because that will suffocate the material inside and the fungal growth. So even we have to do pelleting. So this is also very important. The farmer or the collector should get the fair trade. So I'll give you one example. In Orissa, when we were working in the forest area, Koraput forest area, Woodford Fruticola, you must have heard of it, Dhatri Pushpa. The flowers are used in many of the oil preparations, fermentations. So poor tribal ladies, they used to bring headload of flowers and give it to the local trader, local Marwadi. And in return, they used to get 1 kg or 2 kg of salt. Even today, we are talking about the 21st century, just 4-5 years back. So sheer exploitation was going on. So then when we went there, for NGOs, we stopped that. We gave straight away money. In 2014 we started that. That time we were in 18 rupees. Now it has gone up to 76 rupees a kg. So there is so much of improvement in their livelihood. So that way, fair trading makes both the parties win-win situation. Here you see that Ternilla chibula, you have to de-seed that and then use. Amla, dry amla. For fresh amla, of course, it goes into Chawanprash, but most of the preparation use the dry amla. So dry amla, you need to have boil and then remove the seed. That is the crucial part. So we teach them how to do, how much boiling is needed and how much you need to do. This is again very interesting. This is a kan. It's a big chuva, Vidaria. The tribal women in Kandamar district in Orissa, the thick of the forest, they know the soil, where the sugar is just by tapping. Look at the local traditional knowledge. We were shocked. You are just walking, but she can say that, sir, yeah. And exactly, we found big tubers there. So that is the tradition they have. There are different plants we use. This is the Shatavari thing. See, they removed the peeling and they boiled it and they sun-dried it. This is so again goes into many of the Ayurvedic traditions. See, this is the complete chart of from the collection to valuation, to the post-harvesting, to the packaging, the entire chain of activities, collection, drying, sorting, packaging, weighing. These should follow the protocol. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. This is the flower. Bright red color flowers. This also grows as a hedge plant. Stereospermum. Stereospermum used to be very widely populated in Madhya Pradesh and central India. Now it is deleted. So we have, with our intervention, we have many of the forest departments. Prorgramme also. Prorgramme is very fast growing, so in 1.5 years we will get it. This is in South Hyderabad area. This is in Vizag area, Visakhapatnam. Vizag district, these are all the hill areas. This is what the people I was talking. It's oil palm, it grows on the vine. This is again a tree species, Salmogra. This, I think, must be available in the hills up here also. This is oil, extracted chamogra oil, which is used in all skin ailments. Hypnosporium. No. Hypnosporium. Just give it. This is in Tamil Nadu hills, Madurai hills. I collected personal trek there to start. This is our partner NGO, which they got UNDP award $2 biodiversity. Nepal, we are there, entire Nepal we have a network and we are doing a lot of work. I was in Nepal for many years. I went on deputation. This is a hill area in Nepal called Johnson, Sampurna Circuit. It's a dry desert area where we are growing a plant called Anacyclus pyrogram. It used to be in Himalayas, It's actually native of Himalaya. And it has gone to Morocco. Indian Himalayas plant has gone to Morocco over the centuries. They have domesticated it. They have domesticated and we have lost that. So the world, we are getting goods only from Morocco now. But we got few grams of the seeds in Nepal and then domesticated. Now we have become surplus. So with that intervention, we are going in Nepal. Sakarkara. This goes below the apple orchard.
Oh my.
No, this is the Anasaicus spiral. It's the same family, composite. So we, before this, Dabur used to have a pharmaceutical wing, Dabur. Earlier, some 15 years back, now we have. So we were first one in the world to extract Taxol, that is practice this corendam, the precursor compound, from the Himalayan yew. So we have grown a lot of these plantations in Nepal and in Northeast in India. So that is the plan. It's very difficult because conifer, to root a conifer is very difficult. So they have achieved 80 to 90% root in the canal. These are all different activities in Nepal. See, this is Sandila, is in just suburbs of Lucknow. We used to have a totally useless lands, alkaline, saline land with pH above 9. With our intervention, we have made it successful. We are growing full like this. All plants are good. So if you have more to the particular geographical location, if you use the plant, you can even increase green cover. Thank you.